Hey, what's going on, everybody? Wanted to talk about a little short thing today and kind of review on Atomic Heart that just came out today, actually. And I want to say one thing is that I did play the game, I finished it, and so far I enjoyed the game. I really did, but there's some things that kind of brought it down a little less. Now, for one thing, I was very hyped for this game when I saw the trailers. I believe like 2 years ago, and I was on the board, and then I found out it was coming out. I'm like, oh shit, let me preload it. So I preloaded it. Getting gone, like Xbox had it on Game Pass, or else I couldn't have bought it. I'm not even buy it or even play it. But I was very hyped for this game, and then going into, I didn't really know what I was expecting, but I was expecting a good game. And so far, after playing it and playing a little bit, I'm doing a little bit of side quests. I do, I do think I got a good game out of it, but I don't think it's a great game. I don't think it's even Game of the Year, if that even makes sense. But I will say one thing. There's a lot of good qualities about this game that I did really like about it, and there's some other things that just, well, they didn't make the cut. I didn't really like it that much. So now, before we can eat the dessert, let's eat our vegetables first. So some of the cons I have for this game is I didn't like the voice acting. I mean, the voice actors that play the characters, they did it good. It didn't sound bad at all. It's just that, how do I say this? It's like it takes place in the Soviet Union, obviously in the USSR, and a lot of the inscriptions in the game are in Russian and translate to you in English. Now, I would thought that the voice actors, they would have gotten or at least have a Russian accent, at least somewhere of a European accent. But a lot of them are either American or British, which is it's fine. You know, the show Chernobyl has a lot of British actors, even though it takes place in Russia. That's fine. That's okay. But it's just like if the whole game was kind of supposed to be in Russian, like a lot of I'm talking about 99% of everything is in Russian. Like it translates for you, so you would have think that some of the voice actors would have looked, would have sounded at least have a European descent, but that's yeah. I thought that was a con. This is not even a con; it's a tangent. It's like a little side thing. The main character kind of looks like Aaron Taylor Johnson, or the other way around. I'm sorry if I missaid that, but yeah, that's something. The dialogue is cringe. Well, not the word cringe, but it's kind of like And I know a lot of people saying like, well, Forspoken had that kind of dialogue. I'm like, yeah, that was kind of like bad too. Like, it's just cheesy one-liners that kind of don't come off that good. I mean, there's times in battle where he is like, you can hear him like say like, "Oh, is that all you got?" Like something like that, which was fine. You can say that, but it's just like with this guy, with him especially, there's just a lot of moments where he's just spouting out one-liners, and it kind of gets a little repetitive. That's why I'm like, oh, cool. So, everyone can spit out a one-liner, one or two, but it's kind of like if you play Forspoken or if you've seen the footage of it and the way they talk, it's kind of the same way. And so it's like it doesn't work that well, especially for that. Characters are kind of meh in a sense. I mean, when you play as P3, I'm not going to name the spoilers of the game. I think the footage I have in the background kind of will be spoilers for some fights, maybe one spoiler in the part of the game if you want to skip that or listen to it in the background. That's fine. But I said some characters are meh. Like the main guy you play as P3, he's alright for a main character. I mean, he's not like outstandish like other characters, but like as far as characters go, these characters don't really have a standout quality to them or make you remember. I think one of them was like a government official named Molotov, and I literally completely forgot that he was even part of the game. Like he had a significant part in the game until later on they bring it up, and it's just like, or the other character that you see in the trailer is the grandma. She's kind of a character in the game too, and you kind of forget about it until she talks to you. Like, oh wait, hey, I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I forgot you were in the game. Like I'm saying, the characters are some characters are pretty forgettable, and you just won't realize until someone brings it up. Other characters, I'm like, I guess it's like kind of a mad thing, They're not too good, but either not too bad. They're like, oh, this character sucks, They just I don't say like I don't want to say that they're forgettable. It's like kind of going that way. I searched it up. This is another thing. Sorry, I searched it up. It was about 15 hours to finish the game. I did finish it. I even did all the extra side quests that you had to go do in the game, and it just it feels short. It felt short. It felt like really fucking short. And I'm like, oh, okay, the game's over. I really thought like, oh shit, I think I'm at the end, and I kind of was. I'm like, wait. So I had to kind of stop myself, and I had to go do every single side quest to upgrade all my guns. I'm like, oh, okay then, and it's just like, it doesn't feel that good, especially like, okay, I'm gonna say this, both endings are, I'm not how far I'm gonna go with that. So like saying the story kind of just feels, not rewarding in a way. Like, oh, I finished it. Okay, then well, I finished. Like that's it. Like that's pretty much all you can think about, I guess. And it's just like, for some people, they maybe like the story. I thought I like the direction they were trying to go for. Yeah, I think the direction they're trying to go for, especially during the certain scenes, they had they just played out like copy fucking Annihilation's scene. If you've ever seen Annihilation, the scene with Natalie Portman and like the alien, and just like that background, like the background music. That's in the game. And I'm like, oh shit! And I had to go watch back that scene. I'm like, oh wait, they actually did copy it. And it's not out of place or anything. It's alright. But in a sense, it's just like the story, just like it's completely like I don't even understand. I feel like I need to watch one of those ending explain games, which is not bad. I do enjoy watching people talk about the game. It's just like for some people, I know that's like okay, that kind of felt dumb, And I understand that. But that's pretty much like all like cons I have for the game. It's just like the voice acting was not that good, the dialogue was not that good, the characters were meh, story was meh, and it just feels that short. I know for someone like, oh wow, this must be like a very big hitter, but it's like compared to like what the pros were, I'm like, oh, okay, it's like I would say like, I'll talk about it after, but one of the pros I did have for the game was that the combat was really good, the atmosphere was really good, the music was really cool, the world building that they had was pretty good. When you read the terminals, the customization that you had, the skills are pretty nice, the weapons you get are also pretty nice, even though I only use like a certain which ones. The game's almost open world in the sense that you could go certain places, but not like it's very linear still. But you do have like free range of going to do whatever you want, and graphics and cutscenes were really good. I didn't have any issues when playing the game. I don't know if anybody else did. Cutscenes were really nice. The graphics were just phenomenal. I was playing on the Series X, so I already had that going. Combat was really fun. It really did play like Doom, and I do like Doom's combat way. And for even like the music, like they even got Mick Gordon on here, which I love Mick Gordon from Doom. It's pretty nice. The customization that you get, not for characters, but like how you can create your playstyle and guns. It is pretty neat. You do get like a hefty choice of what you want to use. I only use like maybe like 5 guns maybe. And skills. Skills are not that important. They are important like later on, but it's like compared to everything else, like it's like I wouldn't say the cherry on top, but it's nice to have, Like hey, I got this side, and it's really nice to have. The skills are pretty cool. Weapons are really cool. I really did like the rocket launchers, the shotgun, the AK, and all that stuff that you can just find out in the world. That was pretty fun. I really did use a lot of it, especially I can't even say the name, I'm gonna butcher it, but it's the one with the 2 saws that they used in the trailer. I did use that one a lot, and that one was pretty cool. Like I said before, it is almost open world. It's like the story is linear where you need to go, but you do have that free range of like I can go to this place and loot around, and then go back to this place and loot around. So those are the pros of it. And I'm really for some people that could even make or break your game, whether it's a good game or a bad game. But I say it's like I give like this game like a light 7, maybe. Like I say maybe a 7.5, but it's definitely not like anything outstanding out there. A lot of people say like I have friends tell me like, oh, like what were you expecting? Like I don't even know what I was expecting, but I still felt like kind of let down a little bit. I don't like to use the term that everyone's using, like, oh, I'm disappointed and this and that, because I wasn't know what I was expecting, But in a sense, This is kind of one of my. I will say this is my favorite game. I did enjoy playing it. I did like playing it a lot, even though it kind of was a little bit of a letdown. But you know, like my favorite type of games, right? Like favorite games I've even played were like Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk is a good to 7.5 to 8. That's like for a whole another review about how good that game is. Even like when they fixed the bugs and everything, how it kind of got better. But I would say like I would say that it's a mid game, but that's okay because it's still very fun to play, still enjoyable to play. If you don't really care for the story, I still think you should, like, if you have Game Pass, download the game and just like have fun with it. The music's pretty good, the combat's really nice, but the story is kind of like you gotta have to like think twice about it, or maybe watch a video of someone explain everything that's going down. But that's all I can really say about the game at the moment. It is kind of a short review. I'm really sorry about that. But yeah, like Atomic Heart's a light 7 and pretty enjoyable. But I mean, other than that, you know, hope you guys had a good day. Thanks for watching these videos. If you do, I like once again, if you guys do have Game Pass, I do recommend you guys like downloading Atomic Heart and playing it for yourselves. It is kind of a good experience. But I mean, other than that, you know, that's the video. See ya.